So why haven't you seen what you saw in those videos above? Why haven't you seen it before? Why haven't you been taught it? Why has it been so unknown? Oh, it must be something odd and unfamiliar. Reason is there's a lot of complexity in pain relief. And we had to strip it down and simplify it to see the effectiveness of work in the rest of the body, oftentimes the good areas rather than the injured areas. Right? But it's not your fault, it's not your teacher's fault, it's not your teacher's fault. There is culturally and professionally a blind spot that we have that hasn't allowed us to use it. Think about it. If you had 100 patients come to you and they have right knee pain, what percent of them are going to want you to treat their right knee? 100%, right? Okay, professionally, that's culturally. Professionally, if there's 100 PTs or 100 clinicians that are going to see a person with right knee pain, what percent of them are going to at least start on the right leg when they start treating them? Just about all of them, right? How many of them go to the left side to fix them? How many go to the left shoulder to fix them? How many go to the trunk to fix them? Very few. Right? So culturally and professionally, we have been kind of duped into seeing one way. And the one way that we've done, think about this. Many of you have been out 20, 30 years. Some of you are brand new. Was your education ever taught that, hey, or was this what you were taught? And what has it been what you've been doing for your entire career? You got a right shoulder problem? You treat maybe the right shoulder, the right arm, the neck, and the thoracic and the ribs. That means this is the region of injury. Do you ever go see what happens if you do this side to this side? Because it's all connected. What about you do the left leg to fix the right leg? You ever done that? Or the right leg to fix the right shoulder? I hope I just said that. Left leg to fix the right shoulder. Have you? And if it's not a regular thing, you're missing a huge boat. So that's why when people come to us, people come to TMR clinicians, and the person has said, I've done so much, I've seen everybody for this condition. Everybody means they've seen 4 different clinicians all still treating the region of injury. You can ask them, have you ever had anybody go to the other side to try to fix that? Chances are they'll say no. You ever had anybody go to the left leg? No. The right leg to fix you? No. Okay, when you begin learning that any part of the body can fix any part of the body, and 7 out of 9 times the good areas fix the bad area faster, you will have the ability to use every tool in your toolbox better. Not only do we have a total motion release corrective exercise standalone process, we have a TMR manual therapy standalone process, but we have the ability for any tool that you're currently using, any treatment you're currently using, to enhance it up to 7-fold. But you're going to have to take a chance. All right? It's not too big of a chance. You got to take continuing education anyways. All right? So why not take a chance and look at, you've already seen the videos above. You've seen it work on a variety of conditions. There's lots more on the website. I hope what this does is interest you into wanting to take a seminar. You will be blown away with your first week of work how many more people get changed and fixed. All right? So, I look forward to seeing you on the inside, but before you go, I want to give you one more thought about your past training. Think about what it would have meant if when somebody was teaching to joint mob, to do a mobilization, you were taught to move the joint around to find out what's the most restricted. And then you were told to treat into the most restricted. But when you were moving that joint around, the hands were also feeling what wasn't the most restricted. What was the loosest? What was the easiest? So what if our training had included do 2 sets of joint mobs into restriction, see what the result is. Do 2 sets of joint mobs into what's easiest, see what the result is, and you would have had something to compare to. And eventually you probably would have said, hey, if that worked, going into easy, what would happen if we went up in the neck and did easy and restricted, in the thoracic easy restricted? And eventually you would probably go, what if we went to the other sides? And you would get to this point. And I'm trying to say to you, many of you have been out years and decades and never got to this point, never saw it, haven't been using it as something that's familiar and typical for you, right? So it's time. It's time to learn what the other 3 extremities and the trunk can do to the body. It's time to learn that a jaw can be changed with legs. that a shoulder can change with legs, that a knee can be changed with arms, that a whole bunch of stuff, the arms and the legs can be fixed with a twist. I hope this was interesting enough to say, hey, I've got to take continuing education anyways, and I'd love to see you there. And thanks again for watching.